Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches 9. I am on day 20. Obviously it's April, so I'm behind, but that's okay. We're gonna do some catch up this month. Sketch 20 was created by Isabel Alvarado and her YouTube channel is Isabel Scraps. I love this sketch. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty though. It's intimidating to me. What I've grabbed was some Sunkiss collection from Coco Vanilla Studios. So I have this wood grain. And then I really love the contrast of this white with the rainbow. So I'm going to trim this probably down a little bit. Thinking about using that. And then I thought I would play with the floral package from that collection. And then I'll bring in other stuff as well. And it'll just be a fun color burst layout inspired by the gorgeous sketch from Isabel. That's my plan. Let me get you on fast forward and see what I come up with. I'm going to go ahead and start by trimming a little bit of this blue pattern paper from the collection. I wanted that contrast between the wood grain and the white, the brightness of the rainbow paper to fall in line with where you can see the strips in Isabel's sketch. I wanted there to be just something to kind of offset that and make it fun and playful. At this moment, I still don't have photo choices picked out. I just know I want to figure out what I want to do with the florals, and I'll go from there. But I ended up being able to use the blue that I trimmed, but I wanted to make the inside square smaller, so I trimmed that too. And the back of that pattern paper had this lovely teal, so I just used the scraps, and that was my 2 blocks of color that I'm going to go ahead and work with. Then I'm going to just start randomly layering in flowers and try to make this work. Doesn't keep the way that it looks. I started it, I was happy with it, took it away, and then of course the second you take something away, even if you take a photo of it, it never ends out exactly like it did ever. I can never make that work, but I'm working on it. I know that I like the idea of having the title in between the 2 blocks of florals. That was one of the things I was kind of struggling with, was how I was going to tie in the idea of these 2 floral clusters with the photos. And I have this thing where I like things to touch other elements on my page. That way they don't look broken up in my eye. It's just this weird quirk that I have with my layouts. And so I was trying to make that all come together, and thankfully I was able to figure that out. I grabbed 2 photos of my oldest. Now this is Jackson from the beach last year, and one of them is him having mud splashed in his face, and it was really funny, and I made him let me take a picture of that. And then the other one is him running through the water, and I know it's kind of far away, but he just has this look of pure joy on his face. He's just absolutely loving it. We go to the beach once a year. It's a special thing that we always look forward to, and so he's just loving life. And so that's why I decided to go with the title Get Happy, because that's what's happening. I added, you see the 2 blocks of pattern paper underneath the photos. Those came from a Project Life card and then a scrap that I had from another layout I had done previously. And now I'm going to add in a couple wood buttons, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I get 3 of them added in on this one. Pretty darn good for me. They're kind of like flair for me. I struggle with them, but yeah, I get 3 used up. I'm going to add a few puffy stickers. I go through everything embellishment wise and try to get a little bit added so that I can use a little bit of this collection up. It's one of those ones that's so pretty you don't want to use, and I need to not do that. So I'm trying to not save things and just know that it's okay to use. Like it's okay. You don't have to save it for that perfect layout, which I tend to do sometimes. I'm trying to work through that thing that I have in my head, and I'm working on it. I'm also going to add this little sticker. I think it says nothing but sunshine and blue skies, but in Isabel's sketch, you see those little strips of paper at the bottom. That's kind of my nod to that portion of the sketch, which I loved. I was able to kind of have it be there, but as you can see, my layout and my photos and everything, they're kind of down lower than they would be if I had followed the sketch exactly. And so that was me being able to do that without it looking too cluttered down there. I'm going to add the tag to the top here just so there's a little bit of interest up there. I think I find a word as well to put on top, which is good because I think the word is this. And I think it was part of another, like it was supposed to be a phrase or something. And I think I've already used up the other parts of that phrase. So got that used up, and it just kind of works really well. Brings in all those colors together, which I loved, kind of ties everything back in. And I also now have a visual triangle of yellow, which makes my heart happy. Finish off with a couple of these gold little hearts. And I think that's going to do it. So really happy with how this turned out. This sketch, it really truly did intimidate me at first, but I just kept playing and now I love it. This is one of my favorite layouts. So worked out well. Never be afraid to give a sketch a try. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. It doesn't work out, but at least give it a shot. Maybe it'll turn into something you absolutely love. You never know. All right, that's going to do it for me today. I will be back on Sunday with another layout, but here's a look at this finished layout, and thanks so much for watching. Bye, everyone.